Hello everyone, Genghis here. And yeah, this is probably just going to be a small part of a bigger video about the 252U, but I want to show you a nice little, I guess, part of a replay. So yeah, I already farmed a bit of damage on the way here. I see a mod 1 down there, peek on the corner here, snap around, get one into him, he bounces a return shot because I get into cover in time, he just sees like my super angled side. He cannot pen me when I'm side scraping because balance, so that's why I'm going to side scrape. Basically what's happened since I've done my 252U Defender review, and I had like so many retardedly good games which would normally be like either worse YouTube or nearly worse YouTube, you know what I mean? Tiger 2, okay wait, let me track you, no tracking shot, my shot went a bit too high, but he bounces me again, I'm now at 1.7k damage, still haven't taken any. Now I have nice pen which actually allows me to pen even the upper plate quite regularly with the Tiger 2. Even without gold, but lower plate is safer, so I decided to snapshot that, because why not? RNG allows me to. Yeah, and I didn't want to show you entire replays, because, you know, for example, sometimes a replay has me farming an AFK, or, you know, sniping 5 times, missing 4 at some part of it, or something like that, which is a bit boring. Scorpion rushes me. And good armor? Good armor? Yeah, good armor. I should have aimed for my lower plate, but still, like... No. Heck, I don't really know what to say. Like, I've done 3k damage now, taken 0, bounce 1.5k, and sure, like, it's also because the enemies are bad, but I mean, like, enemies are bad, it's not, you know, nothing new in World of Tanks. And, like, you don't introduce premium tanks which have only one weak spot, which is kind of weak, which is a cupola, and then, like, which is actually weak, which is a cupola, and then like kind of weak lower plate. I mean, like, yay, premium tank, people have fun. But anyway, the Dickomac actually manages to pen me with AP on a fuck. Impressive. But yeah, Jack Panther doesn't. He's like, I'm not even shooting you. He's shooting the guy behind me. So that's pretty cool from him. I decided if I should rush in, but then I figured like if they're shooting gold, they can actually pin my lower plate. So if I farm them while being held down, they have no way of penning me really. So I'd rather do that. I could have loaded HE for the Digamax, but I figured he was probably gonna do the HE before I get to reload anyway. So there wouldn't be much gain in it. But I guess, okay, I guess I was right. And yeah, gonna cut it off here. Please make sure you do subscribe and like this video already, whatever's coming after this. And hope you will enjoy this kind of 252 highlight or so. For this specific game, I think I ended up doing 5k. Definitely over 5k. Either was just over 5k or maybe 5.5 or 6k damage. And obviously a buttload of credits because I'm only shooting AP until the very end when I run out. So yeah, hope you enjoyed. See you in part 2. So yeah, here I am again. And we're just about to drive into the middle road on Ruinberg. It's just a standard game. I decide that like there's too many heavies for me to just want to brawl down here. And in general, like from the side, I like rushing into here and getting to that position. So I'm gonna do that. Oops. Start down to ×1, 2. Come around the corner. Looks pretty chill. Then it looks a bit less chill. Then it looks a bit less chill. W that bounces me, the Conqueror shoots angrily to the ground. Why angrily, you ask? Could I say so? W that gets tracked, which allows me to aim, but one into his side. Because snapshotting is balanced. And I decide to hide, because I don't like getting shot. And I don't like what's down there either, so basically right now I want to get out over here, or... Like, if they cross, right, I can farm them more or less from the hold down and so on, it's all good. But then I notice, like, the Uni is going to die, and I'm like, do I try and make a break for it, like, run away, basically, right? Hope they don't shoot me in the ass while I go around the corner. And, like, I don't also really know what's over there. So it's like, But I decide to make a break for it. And this, by the way, can be a very smart thing. If you're not a tier 9 and you're not the best tier 9 at tier 8 at fighting tier 9, or you could say I am. But like, if you're a tier 8 in a tier 9 game, or any tank in a higher tier game, like there's nothing wrong with running away from tanks you don't want to fight. Tanks you don't want to fight, like even in a bat shot, sometimes you want to run away from a fucking T49, even though it's a tier 8, yeah? Or maybe even from like a 3090 which has a bunch of HP because he can clip you quite quickly and you're quite low already. And there's nothing wrong with like running away from not favorable fights. And picking favorable fights, that's how you win in the end. You just gotta figure that sometimes you also have to take a shot, which isn't so awesome. But yeah, anyway, that's what you're gonna see in this game, I guess, me picking favorable fights. With a tank which makes that Well, possible even for a novice player, as Wargaming would express it. 491 snapshot on the turret, easy peasy. Tiger pounces me, Jack Panther running in the back. I'm like, so many targets, who do I shoot? Hard life, right? I decide to give the Tiger P another one. Notice how I did aim for the track shot, as I think he repaired straight away. But yeah, he decides to die. I'm a bit worried about the FV shooting me in the side, right? Like the Jack Panther is no issue whatsoever. But if I start going for the Jack Panther and then the FV starts shooting me from like behind bushes, hold down or whatever, and like, right, if my T-44-100 was a platoon mate, I wouldn't be in any issue whatsoever either. But since I don't know what he does, since he's also rushing down here, if now the FV starts farming us from here, we're kind of fucked. But sorry for that word, all you kids. But the FE gets spotted, and the T-44 actually does a pretty smart thing to just like turn around and go at him. I mean, it's not, you know, it's not a genius maneuver, but it's a correct thing to do. I pre-aim, which is also not a genius maneuver, but a lot of people should try that out from time to time. Also, by the way, in this kind of situation, yeah, see, pre-aiming through bushes is pretty hard because I don't know like exactly where the building ends. So what you can do is like you go into sniper mode, you go like, for example, yeah, like before if he gets spotted here and you're like, where is he gonna pop out? You want to pre-aim. You go into sniper mode, you're like maybe around here. You put your mouse there, you hold your right mouse button. You go out of sniper mode, and then if you're holding right mouse button, right, or whatever the button is for you, which makes you not move your aim in your settings. For me, that's the right mouse button. Might be Alt or something even. But yeah, then my aim would be there, and I would see, okay, actually I need to aim more that way to be next to the house, right? Because the houses end there, and then I could go back into sniper mode. You know, I'd just be like, okay, so there's tomorrow. Okay, oh, actually here's the building. It's aim like there. Check again, and then I would pre-aim that position. Oh, that's pretty much how you pre-aim, especially until, I guess you get better at it. But yeah, let's go back into my view. I managed to get another one into him. 506. Like, seriously, these rolls are just retarded, right? Like, 506, it means I can two-shot a Yak Panther. That's a tier 7 TD. Right? Like, on average, actually, yeah, on average, I two-shot a tier 7 TD. Like, I don't know, Wargaming, how you... Aerosol, that's a great idea. I mean, it's not even like people really think that introducing the 183 was a great idea, right? Now, a really great part of this game, and also makes it kind of boring, I'm gonna go to type times 2, is I get to farm quite a bunch on this Tiger too. So, watch me do that. With nice juicy rolls of 490 and 452 and whatever. Actually, no. 419, not 490. 423. I consider, like, yeah. I consider loading HE, but then whatever. And yeah, back into times 1. As you can see, score was 11 to 11. Wow, then second I kill the Scorpion with a nice shot. Notice how, by the way, I'm using the destructible wall as a cover. Because although it is a destructible wall, it still gives like the enemy, it reduces any shot that goes through by 25 or 50, I'm not even sure, penetration. Damn, I should know that. But yeah, one of the two. So that's already, since I have a very high armored tank, matters a bunch at this kind of distance, right? Plus, since there is a wall in front of me, although they see my tank, they don't exactly know, and since my hull is not even flatly shaped, right? It's got angles everywhere and so on. They don't know. Is this like, is it a lower plate where they're aiming, or is it maybe this part of the upper plate, or is it already the outside of the upper plate? If they want to try hitting this, like, no way, right? Or if they want to like try aiming for my tracks, they can't. Or they're just by using destructible wall. So, do that stuff. Anyway, WZ still kind of two-shots me, right? I am down to 700 HP, so I'm a bit worried here. I am now doing HE, APCR, mainly because I'm out of AP. Well, yeah, mainly because I'm out of AP. But yeah, I won't deny that I have 14 APCR on this tank. Because, I mean, like, not because I want to have 14 APCR, because my logic is A, thing prints credits anyway, and B, I want to be able to play this in skirmishes all the time. And in skirmishes, you need to be able to shoot APCR at other 252s and so on. Plus, to be honest, you do get tier 10 games, and if you actually shoot gold, you can really farm the hell out of, like, even tier 10 heavies. To, like, if you have a good game, right? Not always. But yeah, let's drive forwards a bit. And then I try... We see the WZ over there. T-44 gets one shot into him. I come around the corner. He just manages to go to T-44. I aim for the back of his hull. Snapshot. Or actually, not, well, like semi-snapshot and hit the back of his turret because that's how Wargaming works. T-55. I go around the corner a bit just before I'm loaded, so that's a bit of a mistake. But still managed to load in time before he gets safe because he's kind of in my positioning. And I think again the APCR which was meant for his hull catches his turret. But yeah. What was like me being 1 against 3 is now me being 1 against 1, so that's already quite good. And since he's a one shot and I'm not a bad player, that should be 1, right? But then, oh fuck, god damn it. He appeared behind me, and I need to turn around. First of all, I'm like, do I use this a max reactor to try and get safe, right? I could have gotten, by the way, what I could have done definitely is gotten safe, right? I could have gotten around the corner, like, no issue whatsoever, and turned around and so on. Why did I not do that? Maybe, I mean, like, it would have been a viable thing to do. It wouldn't have been wrong. But why I didn't is I feel like if I go away, just a chance of him, like, it basically becomes two people, right? He could go anywhere. And then it's like two people in Ruinberg which one-shot each other in the same tank. Like, it's just a kind of a stupid situation. Nobody wants to go cap because, like, in either cap you just get farmed from, like, hold down, side scrape, bushes, whatever, right? Like, it's not... It can maybe be an option if there's a wreck in the cap, but otherwise, even then, not really, and otherwise, not at all. And so, since he's on reload, first of all, it might, if he's stupid, right, and would have, like, kept driving forward or something, he might be actually super exposed. Like, actually, as we see right here, he's kind of far forward, right? But he does the right thing of actually going back behind the rubble in time. But if he would have done a bit of a mistake, he might have shot, seen me, like, driving away, and then, like, you know, still be driving forwards with the intention of going, for example, for this corner. And then I turn around, go here, and he doesn't reverse, and then he's, like, stuck here. He's still reloading because he just fired. I could have just, like, peeked, like, right now, basically, and killed him if he were standing here. Now, that's not what he's doing, but there's still, like, another wreck for me to use here, which is completely what I was, like, counting on. And also I'm counting on the fact that I have the APCR and that I have rations. I don't know if he has those or not, but I know I do. So I know that in the worst case, I have as much pen and as much reload as he does, and in the best case, I have at least better reload. Like, I'm pretty confident I have a better reload than him, because I watched Genghis's equipment and crew skill guide, and I have brothers in arms, and the rammer, and ventilations, and rations, and I guess that's everything that makes it shoot faster. But yeah, that's really quite cool. So, yeah, that's why I'm quite confident I reload faster. And even if not, anyway, I managed to bend the front of his turret, I think, there, with APCR. And finish that game off. Let's have a look at the post-game stats. Because apparently you guys are in love with looking at numbers. I got an ace tanker, a lot of little crap, a lot of silver crap, and yeah, and a high caliber. Not the most insane array of medals here. Ended up doing 5,000 Terran damage. Yes, a bunch of that was free damage on the Tiger too, but I still think it was a decent accident in that game, and especially the end was quite close. So I hope you enjoyed it anyway, and don't end up whining in the comments below. And yeah, travel double vanish. Feel free to pause and look at the stats if you want in particular. Otherwise, let's check here. I got 50,000 for some stupid mission, so basically I made 90k plus 50k for free, right? But still 90k profit is definitely good. And yeah, I shot 348 APCR. Even without these 50,000, I still made 90k net profit. Like, that's how ridiculous this tank is, right? Seriously, like, I mean, I've got like 30, 40 games in this tank now, and I've had so many 5k plus damage games. It's literally just ridiculous. I really think that, like, the more I play, the more balance is off. I might do another one of these videos with more like sections, either highlights or entire games from pretty good to very good replays on 252. Tell me if you actually enjoy this format, if you enjoy this, if you want more randoms, more of this kind of stuff in general with more highlights and so on, or just in general happy having content. I don't care. Remember to deactivate adblock, please, if you support me. If you want to support me, rather, I would really appreciate it if you deactivate adblock for my channel. And yeah, support. Yeah, as I already said, support, subscribe, like, share, and see you around next time. Tell me what you think. Bye bye.